This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Coastal Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man on the outside.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up one.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. fields the punt, wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Chanticleers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Toss to the left. Can't get him to the ground.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Turns it loose. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now it's 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
They go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the DB right with him to knock it away. The Chanticleers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick completion on the out route. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Tackle at the 31-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice move there. Got the first down and more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going with the counter play here. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quick pass on the fly motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, and the attempt is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Creates a little room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Gets it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Hauls it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 21 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Punt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. He's got it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
That's a first down for the offense.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Brings up second down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Slithers into space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man on the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Shaw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. That should be the final play of the first half.
And that's another shot to clear.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
And the shot that clears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Gain of 24. And a first down for the offense.
Tulane right back to the line. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The shot that clears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quick strike complete. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Sam Houston was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Huntsville over the years. It's a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know the something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tulane. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to add another.
Victor is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Coastal Carolina, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quick release on the RPO. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The shot that clears wants to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run, played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
And the shot that clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rush is on him. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense is in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that's another shot to clear.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The shot that clears want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the shot that clears will line it up on 1st and 10.
Another shot to clear.
Some misdirection with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The shot that clears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged out of the air. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Time winding down. guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Golden. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the shot to clear is in the hurry up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They punted away on fourth down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running into the open space. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Oh, better look out!
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Back to pass on second down. Complete downfield. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. At the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Spits it out to the back. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Gives it on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Hands it off. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has...
There he goes. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for first down.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. Unloads quickly. Crosses the 10. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
On second and goal, he carries again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on fourth and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami endured a hostile crowd, and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Yager Stadium, and the Red Hawks came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. This time he's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Golden. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out. But it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.